Soulja Boy versus Chris Brown. Tell me you've been following it, man.
Yeah, from what I see on World Star.
Dude, the funniest thing. The funniest thing after, like, because that all blew up the day, not the last podcast, but the one before.
Yeah.
And they were already starting to take shots. It's after Soulja Boy got jumped when he was in Compton or whatever.
Get off me, man!
Yeah. Dude, did you see the video of, hang on, what's it called? Where is it? That's here. Floyd Mayweather came out and said he was going to promote the fight. Yeah? So he's promoting Chris Brown versus Soulja Boy in a fight. And then 50 Cent got involved. He's like, if there's going to be money in it, I've got to be on it. So he's promoting the fight. So Mayweather's promoting the fight, and 50's video is just like, look, champ. He's calling him champ because he's the champ, you know? And he's like, well, and then Mayweather says, I'm going to train Soulja Boy for the fight. So he's like, well, if you're going to fucking train Soulja Boy, then I'm going to get my man Mike Tyson to train Chris Brown.
Yeah,
dude, that 50 Cent video was the funniest thing ever, man.
Listen, Mike. And they go, because now they said Floyd's supposed to be going to train Soulja Boy, so I said I had to get Mike Tyson to train Chris Brown.
Yeah, Soulja Boy gonna get fucked up.
You know this is right.
Mike Tyson, man.
They get straight to Tyson.
Tyson! Did you see the song that he released?
No, who? Tyson?
Mike Tyson, yeah.
Really?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, man.
Is it the worst?
No. It's not even a song. It's
That's
just
incredible.
No, it's not even a song. It's just like it's a little promotional video, man. It's a song.
I saw a glimpse of it. I saw a glimpse of it. He's by himself, and he's just. It's going to be the best fight. I can just see it. I'd buy pay-per-view for it. Chris Brown will knock him out.
Reckon?
You know what? Like, Chris Brown might be a R&B, you know, man. He's tough, man. I'm telling you.
He's from Virginia, man.
Yeah, man. Dude, he's not like some little, like... He will throw them. Like, there's no...
He'll throw down?
He'll throw down, beat down, fucking... And he's got Tyson in his corner. I know Mayweather's a good fighter and stuff, but it's Tyson.
Mayweather was be teaching him how to block, how to dodge and shit.
Tyson's got more to work with. Soulja Boy... No.
Okay, so what's your prediction for the Brown Soulja Boy fight? You reckon Chris Brown?
Brown will test him out for the first round. Soulja Boy will get tired. Right? He'll throw
so
a
you're
few.
saying Brown's cardio game's stronger because he's a dancer?
Yeah. Right there. Logic.
Just the athleticism.
Because he's a dancer.
Yeah. And he's got better moves.
Yeah, dude,
he's got the MJ moves.
He released this. It's
just like Muhammad Ali. We had to dance away.
Absolutely.
He just did this.
If you show up, it's going down. I'm gonna teach him how to knock your ass out. If you show up, it's going down. I'm gonna teach him how to knock your ass out. I'm Mike Tyson. It's going down.
I'm Mike Tyson, just so you know.
How to knock your ass out. If you show up, it's
going down.
I'm gonna teach him how to knock your ass out. Fucker.
Man.
Dude,
do you reckon it'll go ahead though?
I don't know. They're promoting it for everything will go to charity.
Yeah.
Everything. They're saying that. Well, they're saying it's a charity fight. 50 Cent got a few other guys involved. Like this basketballer that's been beefing with like some other dude, so they're going to go at it as well. Or like some NFL player that's been beefing with like another player. Like they're just teeing up random fights.
Celebrity fights. They used to have that show.
What was that called? Celebrity. And it was like cartoons, like
yeah, it was
claymation.
Clay. It was Clay. I've got to find it actually.
As if you don't know that, Timmy.
What? Oh, Celebrity Deathmatch.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
That's the claymation.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Yeah.
But this is the real version.
Do you remember that? Good fight, good night.
Yeah.
That had some of the best voiceovers of all time, man. Some really fucking funny shit.
Let me look it up and see if it's actually see the latest news.
On the fight?
Yeah.
The fight.
Is the fight going ahead? Google.
What are you boys doing February the 3rd? Friday night.
I'll have to check my schedule, but
because I want to go to where I got married, Glasshouse. It's the first match at that football oval of the women's round, Collingwood vs Carlton.
Oh, cool.
It's free.
That's the first match?
First match of the women's league. I'd go see it. I was going to wear my Carlton top and just go.
Where's Amy? Did you say?
No, Olympic Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Collingwood's training ground.
Yeah. I'll go.
I'd love to go watch it, man.
When is that? Like next week or 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, like, dude.
Come down to the warehouse. Look, I'm around the corner from there. I'm around the corner, so park your cars there, and we'll We'll get a lift in. We'll get a lift in.
Uber.
But I reckon it'd be awesome to go watch it.
I honestly, yeah.
Because they're saying a lot of the men's, like all the footballers are going to be there and everything. Go watch it, man. Like, these bitches have got some skills.
Women's football. I don't think I've ever watched a game of women's football.
You know what?
I saw it on the TV. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, man. You know
Not
what? I was a bit skeptical. Not skeptical, not to sound sexist or anything.
Women can't play sport. Is that what you're saying?
Nick,
You filthy pig.
are you trolling?
Chauvinist.
That's horrible.
I might be trolling a little bit.
Chauvinist pig.
But they've got some
Women are beautiful.
skills. No. These girls have got some skills, man. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, they've got some decent skills.
Yeah.
Obviously, the kicks are not penetrating, like, obviously,
Yeah,
like a
not gonna
male.
kick a 65-meter
No.
goal on the run off one bounce.
But some of the skills they've got are just as good as men, man.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
doubt
telling
that.
you. And I'd love to go. It's Carlton Collingwood. I'd go anything Carlton Collingwood.
Yeah.
man.
So,
Can you imagine the brawls are even worse than like the Carlton
yeah, you know
Collingwood
why?
Just melees every
you know
fucking-
why, though?
Just
Because,
melees.
and all the guys are going to be around the boundary, so they're going to be arguing with each other, and the girls will get involved, and...
Get her, bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, you realise we never actually looked up Akon's charity work?
No, I did.
Oh.
And it just said, he's just...
Akon is in Africa doing
Well,
charity
people are
work.
saying that he's doing good work, but not to believe everything that you hear. Because he's making money from it too.
Of course he's going to make some money off it.
Yeah.
He's not
But,
making albums anymore.
Like schools
He needs
and
to eat.
power.
What? Akon brand energy? 10%? Just...
Maybe he's the headmaster of the school and he gets like a salary. So we're going to teach you how to smack that ass.
1 hour, 1 hour ago, Soulja Boy dumps Floyd Mayweather
What?
as he announces he's fighting Chris Brown in March.
What do you
Soulja
mean
Boy.
dumps? The whole thing happened because of Floyd Mayweather.
So Soulja Boy is either really hurting for cash or he really hates Chris Brown with a burning passion. Big Draco just announced that his boxing match is no longer being promoted by Floyd Mayweather because they're not moving quick enough to get the fight going.
Oh my god.
Soulja Boy took to Twitter and voiced his displeasure working with Money May, while also revealing the big Soulja Boy Chris Brown bout is going ahead this March. Soulja said he's taking matters into his own hands and paying for everything.
I'm ready to fight now.
Fans interested in attending the match can start sending him their money now.
Alright, I'm going to take care of everything. Just send checks to me. Make it out to
You guys
Soulja
use
Boy.
tickets?
Table to cash.
I love it. You need tickets?
Soulja click.
You need tickets? Hit me up. Like, really? Like,
So he's the promoter and the
but
fighter.
it's saying here.
Promoting his own fight. Like the bumtown fight.
Tough time.
Apparently,
Yeah,
he's
man.
heading to Jimmy Kimmel to speak about the fight. I will give an interview on Jimmy Kimmel Live about the upcoming fight, my new tour and TV show update.
Yeah, I reckon he's hanging for some cash.
That's a joke. That's a joke outright.
Can't
I
get
love
paid
it.
soon enough.
Yeah, man.
Big Soulja Promotions.
Big Soulja.
That's a joke. Now he's going to be a promoter for his own fight. Yeah, that makes sense. That's stupid.
I mean, he goes for one of the most successful fighters in history. It dumps him as a trainer.
The most successful
Who do you
fighter in
think
history.
you are?
Yeah.
Dumping.
I don't need you.
I don't think Floyd Mayweather.
No, I've only got to take on Brown and Tyson.
Big Soulja, check yourself, bro.
Do you reckon he comes out with... Oh, yeah, when he comes out to the ring?
They cranked that.
Yeah.
Did you see the photo that yeah, I'll show this to you. The 50 Cent photo.
Oh,
yeah.
It's the best. It's game over and Sir Coin to continue. I love it. One of the comments was 50 trolls like a motherfucker. I love it, man. 50 Cent's the best.
Soulja Boy just released a new track, a diss track, pokes fun at 50, recent financial troubles. You made all the money off vitamin water and then filed for bankruptcy. That was in the song, while promising to knock Chris Brown out when I see him. Let's have a taste.
What?
The new track.
Soulja Boy, tell him. Hey, what it do, man? It's your boy, Soulja Boy. I got a new dance for y'all. It's called Hit 'em with the Draco. Hey, 50 Cent, what you talking about? You made all that money off vitamin water, then filed for bankruptcy. You know I'ma knock Chris Brown out when I see him. Soulja. Yeah, hit 'em with the Draco. Hit 'em with the Draco. Big Soulja. Hit 'em with the Draco. Hit 'em with the Draco.
Yes.
Yeah, hit 'em with the Draco. Hit 'em with the Draco.
The Casio again.
Hit 'em with the Draco. Hit 'em with the Draco. Yeah. Hit 'em with the Draco.
That is that's Soulja Boy's.
Mate, what? You want to respond to 50 Cent? You think 50 Cent is going to stand for that shit, man?
Man, the bit of the study doesn't even rap. He just says it. He just says a line.
Bit of the Draco.
Dude, 50 Cent is the funniest troller on the planet.
Oh, man, he
That's
loves
why
it.
him and Eminem used to kill it. Like,
Hey, that
when they went
picture
to
kills
battle.
it though. You guys that picture up.
Yeah, man.
Wait, what did you? I want to find it. What
Just
did
go to 50's Insta page. You'll find it.
It's the best thing ever.
I saw this pop up on the net. It was last week. I was going nuts with it. It says, Soulja Boys are most confused. Check this out.
Yeah, I accept your challenge. If you gonna get fucked up, I'ma knock you out and I'ma expose you, bitch ass nigga.
A few moments later,
Crispy Soulja, bro. Hit me, bro. Holla at me, bro.
12 seconds later,
That's why Karuchi don't want shit to do with you, nigga. You a fucking crackhead.
6.5 hours later,
I am from Fruitown, Peru. I'm about to go to the hood right now and film my hood.
2 hours later,
They say Soulja ain't from the hood. Hey,
He gets rolled.
Soulja ain't from the hood. Get off me, though.
I just want to send an apology.
day 2,
You a pussy, nigga, on my mama, nigga.
20 minutes later,
I found out that my mom's in the hospital.
later,
Big Soulja. Fuck Chris Breezy.
1 hour later,
I want to make music with Chris Brown.
He gonna cry in the car.
Chris Brown hasn't said nothing.
He gonna cry in the car.
It's the most embarrassing. Like,
Dude, it is.
Oh,
He's just trying to stay relevant, man. He's just an angry kid.
doing anything he can just to
Doesn't
fucking-
doesn't
Yeah,
want
see
to.
Fiddy getting on the Brown train, man. Straight up.
What's that? Oh yeah, bad. Look, you know what? This is just gossip. This is tabloid crap, but it's just entertaining. It's fucking funny. Then you know what? I was thinking about it the other day because when I was like looking, I wasn't looking this shit up. It was coming up in my Instagram feed, so I was following it a bit. I'm like, I'm just being a sucker for tabloid stuff. But at the same time, I'm not paying for anything, and I'm not retweeting and hashtagging and complaining, like making a big deal out of it.
just observing.
Yeah, it's consuming maybe 20 minutes of my day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not bad. It's not like I watch TMZ and tape episodes of the Kardashians just to catch up on like what the gossip thing is.
Tweeting out the latest goss. And
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Like, there's nothing wrong with just idle chit chat because like, it's just us talking shit on our day off.
Yeah.
But there are people out there that subscribe. Like their Twitter feeds are literally all just E News Online, MTV, VH1, NW, like all that.
Just
Like,
obsessed.
Yeah, like think about it, man. We all went away in the last week, and we've come back. This guy's got facts on on King Edward. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like King Edward. What are you talking about? And yeah, like we were talking about Gibraltar and stuff. And I did a bit more reading of that sort of shit. Like, does that make sense? I don't know. Is it just me? Like, is it scary that there are people sitting there like that are literally go through a fucking Twitter feed of just celebrity rehash crap like the Chris Brown thing?
Yes, that's always scared me.
Yeah, like, as in, if they were doing a podcast, their 3 hours would literally be
Celebrity goss.
everyone who's fucking everyone else, everyone who's marrying everyone else. Like, that's nuts.
That's all they do. They just
noise, just pointless shit.
Yeah, that fucking freaked me out, man. I just see that they finally gave up on the, what's it? Hang on, I wrote it. Oh yeah, MH370, that plane from Malaysia.
Yeah, stop searching for it now.
Yeah. They stopped, finally, 3 years later, man. They've given up. That's fucked. That's still fucked. How can a plane
Vanish.
just vanish?
That's scary.
Was it that plane that they found a bit of debris from? Or was it one of the other ones?
Because there was a couple, right? That went missing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in the span of like 6 months or whatever.
Did they find debris from both, or was it just one and then
I
one?
don't know, did they
I
find
think one.
Did they
I think
find
just
debris
one.
from this?
And the other one was just completely gone, like...
That was a Malaysian plane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I've been looking up flights to like overseas. So I'm seeing if I can take a break even for like 10 days, yeah?
like
He even tries me before I even say it because he knows it's true. Dude, I've been looking up flights and I wanted to go I was looking at Vietnam and Cambodia because I'd love to go back, right? But to get there, it's like $600-700. It's like Malaysia's like one of the cheapest places to travel to right now. Dude, flights to Malaysia are like $319 return. I'm like, fuck, that's too cheap. Now I'm realizing why they're that cheap.
Hang on a second.
Because of the MH370. It only just came to me.
Yeah.
Dickhead.
The penny drops.
You want to fly with the...
Why do you want to go back to Vietnam and Cambodia? Like, what do you like about it, Vietnam, Cambodia?
The people, the scenery. I was only there when I went to Vietnam. Firstly, Vietnam, man, I did in end of 2008, so nearly 10 years ago. 9 years ago. I only got to see the south. I only got to see Ho Chi Minh and the Coochie tunnels and all that sort of shit. I was there for like 5 days. And I'd love to go see Hanoi, the north. The beaches are apparently really nice. Hanoi has apparently got a lot of French colonialistic architecture, because the French colonized Vietnam at some point. Yeah. I love how I'm going there to see French architecture in Vietnam. It's like going to Indonesia to see Dutch architecture in Jakarta, because the Dutch moved in.
That's your thing. That's what you love doing.
It's so fucking dumb.
Just love seeing different architecture in different
from
countries.
other countries. Like, hey, look.
That's what really gets you hard.
French colonial architecture in Vietnam. Beautiful.
We're actually planning a trip. Just locally.
Where?
We're going to go
Ballarat?
down to Ballarat Caravan Park. It's really beautiful down there this time of the season. It's a little lake with fishing.
All the bogans are just drunk, but because it's hot, they're asleep, so they're just in their own, out of the way.
Booze is really cheap down there.
Yeah.
It's really good. Nah.
Where are you going?
The price of meth drops.
Meth's super cheap in Ballarat these days. Nah, we're going to down the Great Ocean Road to like Apollo
cool.
Bay Lawn.
Lawn? Yeah.
My girlfriend found this really cool spot. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's like this gorge.
Gorge?
And it looks like something out of Thailand, like these rock faces that lead into this little beach, like...
Oh, you mean as in the islands of Thailand? Like when you go on the boat?
Yeah, it looks like a
cruises?
little island off Thailand. Like, it looks like that. I can't remember what it's called.
Well, the apostles?
That's not the 12 apostles.
They're just tiny little rocks.
No, this is like its own
Because
little...
you were baked, they look massive. John, do you want to go to this? Yeah.
It's its own little private beach that you can actually swim in and shit. Like, yeah, it's really cool. Looks like something off the beach, like that Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
It's just
that mad movie.
Out in the
Thornhill Falls? No, it wouldn't be that, would it?
Nah, it's not Lawn Hill Falls. Something gorge.
I haven't been to Lawn, man. The last time I went to Lawn was probably...
But the cool thing is,
Cumberland
right...
Falls?
Nah, it's not Cumberland Falls. Something gorge, dude.
Cumberland owns the resort there, man.
But the accommodation we're staying in is pretty cool. We are going glamping.
Glamping?
Glamping.
What the hell's glamping?
It's like glorified, done-up, suave tents in the middle of the bush.
What's the point of that?
Glamping, bro.
So
it's like you're camping, but
more
you're not.
comfortable, like-
You got like a big double bed, just like in like this big annex thing. It's all open and shit. You can, yeah.
So is it a tent or is it a cabin?
Exactly. It's like a bit of both. Glamping. Yeah, so we're going to go glamping, and then we're going to go just this
Lockhard?
Lockhard Gorge. Lockhard
Knew I'd find it.
Lockhard Gorge.
Stats man, goddammit! I found your relatives!
You looked up accommodation in the West.
Go down the pictures, and you find one of like, just like a little...
It looks amazing.
What the hell's glamping?
It looks
I've
amazing.
never heard of that term.
And you can actually do it in the city. They have on top of one of the buildings in the city, rooftop camping. It's just like these tents set up. They have like...
But it's got beds in it. It's really comfortable camping.
Get like a little bar and shit.
It's pretty cool.
It's super expensive in the city. It's like $300 a night or something. To
this
stay in a
guy-
tent.
I just pictured this guy on
His
one
nails.
of the, like on top of the Rialto or something, in a tent, standing at the edge taking a piss. Just taking a leak off the edge.
In the morning, it's like...
That's what I'm saying. This guy just taking a leak. You know what I mean?
100% I'll do that.
See?
It actually looks really nice. It's near the 12 Apostles and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm still glamping. How big is the tent? Is it a tent or a cabin? Like, honestly.
Nick, if you look up glamping, show this man.
Yeah, I'll show you now. Yeah.
Fill in this naive
Because in order to
peasant.
put a double bed in a tent, the tent has to be as big as this building.
Picture like something like this size, right? With just like a bed, like an open sort of annex, all flowing.
Is there a
breeze
toilet?
kicks in. Yeah, a little
It
bathroom.
takes the sport out of camping, man.
Does it?
You gotta have a shovel and a tree 40 metres away.
Oh, you're talking about full on.
So how's yours going to be like that?
That's camping.
Sort of like that.
Because there's different ones.
Yeah.
There's different...
Show Dimmy, like...
Dude, I don't know about you guys, but I had mates that used to say, oh, we're going camping. I'm like, okay. And they'd stay in a hotel.
Nah, fuck that.
No, I love camping.
Stuff like
Holy
that.
shit.
It's like a hotel.
Yeah, that's massive. That looks like a
it's-
fucking circus tent.
They do it a lot in, like, if you go, like, to Africa and stuff, like, to... They've got that whole glamping thing now when you go on safari and stuff.
Because it's comfortable and it's cool, and you're still sort of,
Yeah.
you know...
You know what?
It defeats the purpose of camping.
No,
no,
if
but
that
you've
was
got a little one, I understand. Like,
Nah.
that's...
If you've got... That defeats the purpose. If you're in Africa and they're doing that shit, and you got the natives, like, literally, like the locals, not natives, but locals.
Sharing water with, like, a rhino.
Yeah, and you're sitting there in this glammed out tent, you know, drinking Evian water from
You're just
bottles.
spitting in their face.
Yeah, it just takes the piss out of it. What's
Yeah.
the point of that? Like, does it make
Nah,
sense?
see, I love camping.
So do I.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People that say we're going camping, but they'd stay in a hotel or a cabin.
But that's more of a
Look,
family thing. You're
I
doing
would-
it with the
yeah.
missus and the little
I
one.
wouldn't
And
take you boys on a glamping trip.
Oh, well, why?
I would take
we're
you-
not special enough.
I'd take you boys on a...
is that how much you think of us? Like,
I know.
No, I would take you boys on
Throws us a rope and a tarp. Like, yeah.
find shelter, storm comes in.
I'd give you boys the real bushranger experience, the proper way to
What?
camp.
Shoot us in the fucking chest and take our fucking coins?
Your gold coins.
I can just see us pulling up to like a lot to pitch a tent. Me and you start hauling the bags out of the car. This guy's rolling up for smoke.
Can you gonna help us? Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I'll be back in 20. He goes to take a piss, comes back, he's gone.
That's such an
He's
asshole,
got
mate.
a cheeseburger.
Eating Don Mothers from the tins.
Eating all the supplies.
Like, he goes 20 minutes down the road, comes back with like a bacon burger from Hungry Jack's. Where the fuck did you get that from? Don't about me, mate.
No, camping needs to be done authentic.
Dude, we should all go camping. That'd be
Well,
fun.
I've been trying to organise something.
You need a leaky tent and to hate everyone that you left the house with to begin with. You need to hate each other by the time you get back. Who goes away camping sharing like utensils and utilities and doesn't come back arguing, man? Dude, that's camping. That is camping.
We have to, I've been trying to organise. We need to go camping, just even for a few days, just 3 days.
There's a good spot at Lake Eildon we used to go to.
Yeah, that's where I
Which
go,
is really
Lake Eildon.
fucking awesome.
But it's next to the lake as well.
I'd have
It's
to
next
do-
to the,
if I ask my mum, I can get every location of camping in Melbourne,
man.
in Victoria, man. That's all we did as kids. You know what I mean? I guarantee you. I'm just, you want a picture, man?
I want to go to Eildon.
I just want to be near some water and I want to have a campfire. I
Well, the
love
good thing with
campfire.
Eildon is you can hire those little motorboat thingies. We go fishing as well. Man,
Fresh off the sea.
This
Yeah,
is getting
man.
more and more dangerous as it's progressing.
oh, look at me, he's the
This
bushranger.
guy will just rock up
We'll
with
use the
6 slabs.
We'll use the Statesman to clear some trees. she's a big hog. She can
Just bush bashing.
clear our sight
With
out.
his new tinted window. No one can see us because he's got new tinted windows.
Yeah, we'll be safe. We'll be hidden.
He just
incognito.
wears the same clothes for like 3 days.
No, it'll be
They see him in the morning washing in the lake, just like with soap, like Dove.
Stream of soap going down. Plants and animals dying.
ducks just covered in my grease.
I love Eildon though. I love Eildon, man.
Do you know what, man? Like,
You know what I love about camping as well? You just get in the car and you like find little trucks and you go drifting.
yeah, you're the guy that
Kills
turns
us.
up. Channel 9 News, a man was found wandering lost in the Blue Mountains. Search parties continue today as they search for the Victorian man.
And they put up a picture. Have you seen this man?
He was last seen with a slab and a pair of shorts.
This just in, confused man found.
Spencer Street Station.
Get away from me!
He made his way back to the city.
4 hours away.
Actually, I heard on the way here, the homeless people at the front of Flinders Street are getting really bad.
Yeah,
dude,
they started heckling.
And people are complaining and they're not doing anything about it. Like, they're just letting them build up.
It is fucked.
They started heckling like tourists and stuff coming
Yeah.
to their tennis.
And I heard one report, they're being confronted with drug use.
Yeah, because they're sitting there smoking crack.
Want a puff?
Yeah,
That's the thing, though.
As you walk past.
I can't remember who I was talking to about it the other day. We were talking about that, the homeless problem in the city. I want to know how many of them are actually homeless because they've
By
gone
choice.
through, through hard times, like not by choice. Or how
Sorry,
many of them are
yeah.
homeless by choice?
Yeah,
as
sorry,
in
yeah. They choose to be out
yeah,
there.
they choose to be homeless because it's just easier than
Yeah.
actually having a job.
Yeah, well, you know, there's a lot of people that's actually their job.
Yeah.
They're not actually homeless at all. They dress up
Yeah,
in
yeah.
hobo gear. They
Oh,
go,
dude,
they sit
make
there.
they make money, man.
And they make like $200 a day.
Dude, if they get $2 every 3 minutes,
Yeah.
you know, 3 times 60, yeah. You know what I mean?
They make more money than us.
They make more money than us tax free.
You can make $1,000 a week easy, just being a
Dude,
hobo.
grand a week. Where you busking out in fucking some random train station? If you're in the CBD and you're getting everyone walking past every 20 seconds, everyone getting changed from, they buy the paper from the kiosk and drop it in a thing.
Yeah, and people actually take their own dogs, like they're healthy dogs, and they dress them up like a hobo dog
Yeah.
to get sympathy money.
It's fucked.
That's fucked.
But that's what I'm saying.
Those people need to die because they're making it like, I don't know. It's just
It's sad. It's like the dude I was talking about, how he used to go to the Hare Krishnas and get free meals, even though he was working and having fuck. It's just like, you're fucked, man. That's what I'm saying about the big camp cities that they're setting up in the city. How many of them are actually choosing to stay on the streets just because it's just easy, and they can just keep funding, like supplying a lifestyle? Does that make sense? And that's what we were talking about. I was actually talking about my mum because she was asking me about the sky rails that they're setting up. Was it my mum? I can't remember who it was. It was someone. We're talking about the sky rails and how it's all going to change. And she goes, "Oh, that doesn't look too bad. They're going to build parks and shit underneath all the sky rails." I'm like, "Parks?" I go, "That's shelter." I go, "Look what's going on in Flinders Street Station under the train lines.
Yeah.
That's shelter for homeless people." Which is, I'm not saying that, get rid of them. All I'm saying is it's just going to become...
It just breeds that thing where people... Yeah.
Every time you see, like, a movie from the 80s and 90s in the States that's set in LA...
A futuristic thing, they're always...
under the motorways.
Under the sky rails and shit.
Exactly, they're all under sky rails.
With the big bonfire going in the can.
Yeah, 44-gallon drum.
There's random fire going somewhere, like on a car or something.
In the hood.
Or a bit of paper's on fire, like just for ages. Like
That's so 80s.
Yeah,
that's 80s movies.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, what can you actually do about that in the CBD? Is it wrong?
Maybe set up a big glamping site.
Well, funny you say that. You know what Robert Doyle said? They're building them housing in the West, right? Just like little cabins. So they put them in there.
Salem's Lot.
How fucked is that, though?
Salem's Lot.
And the neighbours in that street are like...
So they're making trailer parks on the western suburbs for the homeless people.
You know where the East-West link was meant to be?
Yeah.
And they've knocked houses down because they thought the East-West link was going to go ahead. Now they've got all this land and they're going to build, like, stuff for the homeless.
So commission housing for homeless?
But not even commission housing. It's like...
Just like trailer park spec.
Yeah. And people in that street are like, we agree that these people need to live somewhere. Like, you can't just leave these people on the street, but... Why do they have to come in my street? Well,
that's a big argument. Yeah. Once you start moving low-income housing in, it devalues the property prices everywhere and everyone complains. Like, that's the age-old argument that, we want to help homeless people, but we don't want them in our street.
Yeah.
George Carlin does another bit about it as well. They said...
So what's the answer?
Well, look at it this way, Housing, for me, housing isn't enough. Like, if I was to be made homeless, like, tomorrow, it'd be because I lost my job, couldn't fend for myself anymore, property prices went up, couldn't pay rent. Like, it takes something like that. Because as long as I have a job, I'll keep paying my rent, no matter what. Like, I'll go without food, I'll go without buying new socks, but I won't go without paying my bill or paying the rent. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, that's bare basics. My fridge, I haven't done a grocery shop since, like, a proper grocery shop in over a week, because... I haven't been home a lot, like, to actually have proper meals. I haven't really cooked. I've been working a lot. And then I paid, like, all these bills and shit. I literally didn't have any money. So I'm like, I'll go through the frozen meals that I have in my fridge, whatever I can get. Yeah. And then I'll do a proper shop when I get a chance. But that's why I'm... Like the power bill, How many people will get a power bill and not pay it?
Oh, on time.
Until they get
a notice.
Third and final notice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas I pay my bills as soon as I can. Sometimes I'll go over because I literally don't have money.
You can credit.
Yeah, but maybe the fear factor of getting thrown out of my house, that's my biggest motivator to fucking get up and work every morning. A lot of people don't have that. They don't give a shit.
So they need to not only give them homes, but jobs as well? Is what
jobs, yeah. They need jobs.
Surely there's stuff they could do for the government. The government pays them alright for whatever, like
cleaning government jobs, something they can make more money than anyone.
Like cleaning graffiti, like shit like that.
Why would they go earn $700 a week and work when they can just...
Yeah, they can...
But a lot of them saying we're refusing to move because we don't have to. Like, when someone came out and said that, well, they're not exactly doing anything illegal.
It's a public space, you're being a vagrant. You can't claim a public space as your own.
No, but they can't physically move them either. Because they're just sitting there.
Like, they can, they can and they can't. Yeah. Until they start causing a disturbance, that's when it becomes an issue.
They're literally heckling people as they walk by, like, boo! Like, fuck off!
You've got money, boo!
Think about it, right?
Actually, sorry, quickly, I saw a homeless guy on the Queen's, on the bridge near Flinders Street Station stuff.
QBH Bridge.
Yeah. Guy was sitting there, right? And he had full decked out in, like, the signs and everything. And he was on his mobile phone, just chilling, just, like, talking. I'm like...
iPhone 7.
Dude, it was a good phone. It was a smartphone. I go, how are you charging that? Like, where are you coming from to...
It's got a solar panel power bank.
How?
Yeah, if you're homeless, where are you finding an open power point?
Yeah.
Yeah, my phone dies out in public. I'm like panicking. It's like fuck.
Yeah, you're just scrambling.
Like people don't hear from me for like 4 hours.
I need to get back to the car and charge
Yeah,
it.
my phone died.
Yeah.
But this guy who's homeless.
And
has
then he must have got a phone call for something like,
I look for a
got
bit of my own house, man.
Yeah, man. Like, literally, he must have got a call, and he found a better spot, folded up his thing, put it in his bag, walked off, and he looked like a normal dude. What the fuck?
Could be a backpacker just staying in a hostel.
No, but he had the full sign. Like, the full help me, I'm homeless.
Yeah, I can make a sign. I'll make a sign right now.
But it was just...
Make a sign, walk out onto Clayton Road or something.
You ain't get nothing on Clayton Road.
No, get jumped.
You get jumped in Clayton
For
Road
your sign.
for your sign.
It's not even a joke. No, but like, think about it. Yeah, like, I mean, I wake up and my fear factor is I could be homeless tomorrow. I need to work. I need to pay my bills.
Yeah.
And there are people out there that don't wake up with that as a thing. It's like, I'm just going to buy food or buy drugs or buy, like, man, people that live well beyond their means. I'm living beyond my means now because my situation changed. Like, with my building, like, the repairs, like.
That's different. That
all
was
that
out
sort
of your
shit.
control,
yeah,
though.
out of my control.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always broke now, but it's because on
have
issues,
to.
yeah, I have no choice, and there's no other way to sort of fix it.
And if you don't, then
I've
you'll be
gotta-
homeless.
Yeah, I've got to stick it out, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, tough shit, you're going to deal with it, that's it. Dude, there are people that will buy the new iPhone 7, don't even have a fucking job.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, man.
Run up a credit card bill. Yeah, just pay it later.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but you don't work.
Yeah.
Happens
all the time.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That now you're saying that they're going to build a community for the homeless people in
Yeah,
Flinders.
I'll look it up.
Like, in order to get rid of the homeless people in Flinders Street, they're just going to build a community further out in the west. So what's that going to do?
Get them away from the CBD.
But they will come back.
They'll catch a train back in.
Yeah. That's where they make their money. No one's giving money in the west. No one's giving money in our area, here in the southeast. No one's giving money in the north.
Maybe
It's
it'll
the
be good
CBD.
because they'll be there less amount of time. Like, they'll come into the city to work, 9 to 5, go back home. Go back home to the...
Suddenly becomes an upstanding citizen, like, you know, suit, tie, comb over.
The bum comb over. It's like real ratty.
It's a new style of hipster.
Here we go. Portable housing, like that.
Major hipster.
Like that. Just portable housing, where they can up and move it. That's the plan. How nice do they make it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
there's a woman there reading a book.
How does that help the homeless, though? You want to look at the issues that create homeless people, not, well, how do we get rid of them?
Well, the houses
Yeah,
will
there's
cost
more underlying
$80,000
issues.
each to
Yeah.
build, fully installed.
That's ridiculous.
Yep, an agency working with homeless people in Melbourne has struck a deal with Vic Roads to place transportable housing on vacant land in cities inner west to provide accommodation to people sleeping rough. 57 one-bedroom portable houses will be placed on the land in Footscray and Maidstone.
So that'll help 57 homeless people.
No, there's going to be... No. There's
Each
going to be
room
like...
has 4 bunks in it.
Yeah, no, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And then we're going to get a whole thing again of...
Murders, killings, rapings.
bum fights.
Bum fights.
There's just going to I don't mean
Bum
to,
fights,
so,
the reunion.
I don't mean to say it like I don't mean to say it in a derogatory way. Like I'm not
Yeah.
saying it in a bad way, but things will happen. There could be theft. There could be and people.
Drugs.
Yeah, and people.
Could be.
No, as in, not with other residents, just within within their own community.
Okay, well, think
Yeah,
about
true.
it. If it's a community of homeless people
Let's start writing.
that are living a street cultured life, like as in,
Yeah,
what's the
living
word
on the
I'm looking
street.
A Bumtown life.
Bumtown. Okay, hang on. To make it clear, we're not looking at homeless people being in a negative kind
No,
of
no,
way.
not at all.
We're not
No,
making
no.
fun of anyone.
No,
It's sad.
It's sad, yeah. What we're talking about is looking at the underlying issues that create these fucking societies and issues. Mm-hmm. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what we want to address. We don't want, we just built 60 houses, 60 beds, bunk beds out in the
Chuck
west.
them over there. That'll be right.
That's not going to make their problems go away.
No.
Just because you have a roof over your head, like, if you're on the street and you're fucking, you're living a vagrant life because you're choosing to live one, obviously you have other issues at hand that shelter isn't the
It's not gonna
defining
remedy.
factor of.
It's not gonna remedy. Yeah, no.
That's bullshit.
There's all sorts of stuff. Mental health.
Exactly. Mental health, man, the biggest one would be the first thing.
People that have just lost their jobs, like, out of nowhere, and it's just fucked them up. Like,
yeah, dude, they could be coming from broken homes or, like, fuck knows what, man. They could be getting extorted. Yeah. You know, drug abuse, all that sort of shit. What's the point in building a 60-man shantytown and fucking the West if 59 of the residents have all got drug problems?
Yeah.
Are they going to build a methadone clinic in the shantytown?
Yeah.
No, I'm being serious.
yeah, no.
A fully stocked 24-hour self-serve methadone clinic.
Meth on tap.
Yeah.
So they've got currently, I'm looking at some
what?
statistics.
Dude, you're telling me once the 60 units are built or whatever, and they grab the first leg of homeless people from there, you think these spots aren't just going to get filled up with 60 more?
Well, it says here, the last count that they did, there was 247 people sleeping on the streets of the CBD.
Okay.
So what's going to happen to the other 200 or 180 people that's still sleeping on the streets?
Literally, bunk beds, 4 apiece, in this one-man thing. That'll literally become just a ghetto.
Dirt town.
It'll become a ghetto.
That's what's happening. Like,
that's scary, man.
Industry station.
You're going to have
it's
60
really bad.
people, right? And we're not calling them all junkies, we're not calling them all violent, we're not calling them all
Some
drunk.
have come from really shit situations and stuff. That's not...
You're going to have the big dogs at the top of that pack extorting and manipulating everyone else.
Yeah.
What's going to stop, if there's...
It's going to be worse.
Dude, think about it. If there's a pack leader, right, let's say if there's a hierarchy within this social community, because it's a community now.
Head hobo.
Yeah, dude, but you think about it, it's a community, because if say there's 60 people along Flinders Street or whatever, it's now a community. They all know each other.
And they're sticking together. They're all sticking together.
They're all banding together to survive, right? They're creating their own little community, which is, it's what people do. They band together, and there's a hierarchy. Like, there's a hierarchy at work, there's a hierarchy within your family. There'd be a hierarchy. Dude, they get 60 fucking people out in the West now. They're all segregated to one little community, closed gate community. Because, like, me and you couldn't go in there. No way. We'd be like, who are you? I don't know who you are. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Dude, all the younger or weaker individuals who get exploited.
Yeah, bad.
Imagine a 17-year-old girl that's been made homeless, trying to find refuge in that fucking community, comes home and there's 2 drunks, twice the size of her,
what's she gonna
loitering
do?
outside her house.
Yeah,
Are they
she's
going to
gonna-
fucking have security guards in this community?
So she's going to go back to the CBD.
Exactly. Or sit there and deal with it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How is that going to solve a fucking problem?
Just a quick little band-aid
Oh,
fix.
wake up,
It won't do
Doyle, you
sh-
fucking idiot. That pisses me
Well,
off.
they're being built right now.
Yeah, and this cunt,
Oh, so it's full go-ahead.
No, it's full go ahead. It's
this
going to
cunt
be
would
ready
have been sitting in his office playing with himself thinking, I'm going to look like the biggest saviour to this town.
Yeah.
The night.
It's like, you're a fucking idiot. Are you putting in health, welfare checks, security guards, like anything to address the actual issues within this fucking community?
As a
No.
human welfare issue.
Yeah.
Like, what, you're just going to dump them in the West and then leave? Like, is that what's...
Fucking moron, man.
Yeah, well, that's what's happening.
That's how ghettos are built, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I can see, look, long term, property value will go down.
Yep.
Watch Doyle and Co. will just be swooping up all the fucking loose end property in that area.
That's right.
Yep.
It's a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They're going to build all the fucking desal plants out there.
Yeah.
20 years' time, watch. From the west outwards,
Yeah.
it's going to be like a utopia, and there'll be a slum.
Yeah.
And Doyle's name will be written all over it.
He'll be the mayor of that, the king. He'll have a crown on and
That's his
everything.
retirement
Full-on
fund.
crown.
That's his retirement fund. His
Yeah.
dying legacy. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
He started the Cracktown.
Nothing to do with a human issue. There's a guy there with a plaster on his leg that looks like it's been on there for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And he's like on the ground like this with a freaking with a
Cane.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what's he going to do? Move to the West? How are you going to get him there?
That's
What if
sad.
they refuse to move? What are you going to do then, Doyle?
You know what I'm saying? You know the big FEMA conspiracies with those plastic caskets?
Yep.
I knew you'd be all over it. I was looking into that a bit. You know they're not plastic caskets, they're just liners that protect coffins.
To cover the coffin.
They're just general, yeah. But
that was the debunking thing for
yeah,
it.
but the fucking outrage behind it, the FEMA thing. Watch, I guarantee you they'll have FEMA coffins just parked outside this community. Just cheap immunisations, sterilisations. It's going to be like a Nazi camp.
Yeah, automatically,
Bad, dude,
suspiciously, people start dying off. Watch. Yeah.
The sterilising
Human
people.
experiments, fucking, we'll just grab a hobo from Cracktown. Bring him in.
Crackdown.
Seriously, that's fucked.
When is that going to, when's the finishing date?
Mid 2017. So, probably around July.
Soon.
Soon. We're
Dude,
the start of February,
no, they've already started building them.
I love how that happened overnight.
I haven't even heard about that.
I haven't heard shit about
But I
it.
can't get the fucking footpath in my street that's lifted.
I love how that quick fix bullshit happened literally overnight, got passed in a heartbeat, but then we raise other issues, and it's like, we still have to
I'll
wait.
tell you what's funny, though. This is my conspiracy thing going on. They've automatically, because of the Australian Opens come along, right? And this homeless thing's now out of
become a problem.
control. Now they're going to push them to the side. What happened before Australian Open, like in December and November, when all these people were on the streets? I'd drive past them every day because I have to go to the Dome to set up jobs.
I remember you telling me. Yeah,
And there'd be camps, and I'd look past and I'd go, that's fucked. As in, like, that's sad. Like, that's really shit.
Something has to be done.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Australian Open's here. We're building houses, like, overnight. Factories are building houses, and we're going to put them over there.
and people will get on board because they love the tennis, and yeah, it needs to be done. Yeah, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Not on a human level. Let's just ship these humans.
We've got in the next month.
Just like
how many things have we got in Melbourne in the next month, man? Starts with the Open.
Yep.
Then you got Australia Day, Moomba.
Yep.
The Grand Prix in March.
Absolutely.
Dude, March. That's only a month. When I did events, we would start working towards the Grand Prix a month in advance.
And then we've got footy season starting.
And then footy season's right around the corner. What you really want?
So yeah,
300 homeless people hanging out in Flinders Street, the epicenter of Melbourne's transit sort of the face. Flinders Street's the face of Melbourne.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah. That's what they're doing.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Protecting the next fucking 4 months of summer.
Absolutely they are. And which is fucked.
Quick fix.
Yeah.
Super quick fix.
Just sweeps them under the rug until the next issue.
And some homeless
Push 'em out
people.
west.
Well, that's the whole thing. And some homeless people will probably take this on board and be like, okay, this could be a good thing.
Yeah, well, fuck.
There'll
if you're
be
on
some.
the streets, if you're on the streets and
I'll
you don't
have
want
some
to be,
kind of roof on
and
my
you
head.
don't want to be,
Yeah. But this is not.
That's not a solution, dude. That is not a solution. That is fucked. And that's what pisses me off is, you suddenly have 200 people in a time. How big is that community meant to be? Like, as in, square, like...
It doesn't say, but it's 57 one-bedroom containers. Like,
I'm guessing they're not going to be stuck together like the houses in Richmond. You know, we have 50 houses.
They'll be close, though.
Do you reckon, like, walls touching?
Yeah,
Can you imagine the issues that's going to cause?
Dude, there's going to be fucking so much violence.
Is anyone going to be cleaning these fucking houses out? Are they suddenly going to be getting more money from
Imagine
the
the people across the road that have bought their houses, right? And they come out, and there's literally like the scenario you said, like there's a fire in the bonnet of a car, and like just people hanging around. People will still be sleeping outside. There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way.
And like,
And it's not
I'm not saying we know the solution, but there's got to be. This is what these bastards get paid for.
That's why we pay our members of fucking parliament.
Absolutely. Now, this is not a solution.
We pay him to sit around and think up solutions to all fucking of society's issues.
Let's hoard the homeless like cattle.
They're given money to do it. They're given salaries to do it. They're given funding to do it, and they have input from fucking thousands of companies, individuals. They have they have the material to do it.
Do you reckon these polies are out there with the Salvation Army every night giving meals and stuff?
Are you joking?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'll bet on no.
But you know what I mean? Like, I've been out at night and seeing like Salvation Army, like soup kitchens and stuff like that, and it's a sad sight.
Yeah, man, sleeves rolled up.
Yeah,
dude. What's it called? One of my mates' old man is part of the Red Cross or St. John's. One of the first response things.
Yeah.
Every time they do, I think the Moomba, White Night, like anytime there's any one of these major things, he's there in the tent, being a first aider.
Yeah.
And he's there for like 14, 15 hours overnight because they've got no one, man. Like literally no one.
That's fucked.
You got to be on hand, and imagine how many homeless people would be rolling up to these St. John's tents, like,
oh mate, just
because.
Yeah, maybe I can get something.
Anything,
like just anything I can get.
That's fucking wrong, man.
Yeah,
I had no idea about that.
Dude, it's literally putting cattle in zones.
Yeah,
like that's what it is.
Yep.
I want to know how big.
Round them up,
dude. I want to know how big that area is going to be. Think about it. Is it going to be a 500 by 500 meter community, like gated off? Is it going to be literally just a campsite? With a.
I'm picturing a big pile of tires on fire always, just in the center.
Yeah.
I'll have a look.
Think about how big this space would be, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? And that's what I said. Is it going to be monitored? Are there going to be security guards walking around? Are they doing anything for the people?
Probably not.
Nah.
If going off.
Here we go.
So they will put the homeless there to live, right? But because Vic Roads owns the land, right?
Oh, of course they do.
If Vic Roads needs the land back, it will provide a 12-month vacancy notice. So these people have nothing. Okay,
let's recap.
These people have nothing already. Okay, they're living day to day on the street, whatever. We're going to put a roof over your head, but if Vic Roads decides to build a road, we're going to kick you out. So you get back on the streets.
12 months. Yeah.
Really?
Months. What do you reckon Vic Roads' cutback is to this land?
Oh,
They'll be getting paid.
I'll be getting paid.
They'd be getting paid.
Yeah, man.
So someone's making money somewhere. Nothing's free. Nothing is free. Dude, this was on...
Sorry, it's not all together. There's different pieces of land.
Scattered.
So
you're just gonna have, like,
but they're
pockets.
decent.
Zone
no,
one.
but they're decent sizes.
Zone 2.
Dude, you could fit like 15 on there. Easily.
The death zone.
Easily. You could fit 15 of those containers on there easily.
Do you know
if
what I
they're
can
little
see?
1-bedroom... Like, they'd be this big.
Yeah.
I can
Literally this
see
big.
all these little suburban slums getting built. They just become literally slums. They become slum pockets in, like, what suburbs? We're in the west.
Maidstone and Footscray.
Okay, so let's say Footscray, right? I can
Heroin.
see little slum pockets being
Yeah.
built in Footscray.
Imagine the drug dealing and shit.
Yeah, heroin's
There's already an issue there, right? I can see it turning into a ghetto to the point where some guy will die, little areas would get, like, nicknames, and people are like, don't go anywhere near Rockaway, that's where fucking thing is,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
like...
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Totally.
Like in LA, I remember watching an interview with Tupac, like, you know, obviously my guy's been dead 20 years, but I remember watching an interview
Or is he
with him.
dead?
I don't even start. He's gone.
Okay.
Alright. There was an interview with him.
Resurrection.
I can't remember if it was Tupac or it was... Yeah, it was, because he was in LA. And he's talking about random suburbs, like in LA, like where he's from the Bay Area, and he's just talking about Compton, he's talking about this, he's talking about that, and in his interview he's like, then you got Watts, and you just don't go there.
Just you don't go.
You just don't go to Watts. Like,
Yeah.
period. You just don't go.
Yeah.
Can you imagine these little pockets, man, just become like no-go districts because people get killed, someone died, that's like a heroin house, that's a, you know, just...
Don't go to that house, that's the heroin house.
That's the heroin block.
Yeah, man,
Stay the fuck away from that area.
Dude.
It's going to cause so many other issues. They're making it out like they're building fucking day spas for like the homeless.
Imagine having like you just had a kid, like a young family, living next to that. Like having to see drug deals go down and shit.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
And it's not because they're homeless and they're drug dealers. I'm saying they're not dealing with the social fucking issues that create the problem itself, and putting them in a low income house on the other side of the water. That's not going to fucking solve anything. It's just going to cause more shit.
More issues, yeah.
Yeah. That's what they need to be doing. And this is shit you should know. No one would... No, I didn't know about this.
I had no idea.
I had no fucking idea.
Yeah, I had to bring it up.
That's insane. That's a big move.
Yeah. Overnight.
It's making a ghetto. You're making a ghetto.
Yeah,
overnight.
you're creating an urban slum.
So, and the government's not even paying for this. It's a project being funded through a $4 million donation from philanthropists Jeff and Brad Harris. Let's have a look at
Who the hell are Jeff and Brad?
Have a look.
FreemasonsRus.com.
Jeff and Brad Harris. In the good of their hearts, they just turned out
never
$4
heard of
million.
these guys.
Good of their hearts. Just
Good of
we
their-
don't- we don't want anything back.
That's why Doyle just flipped on it straight away, because someone else handed him a check for $4 million. Like, yeah, we can do it.
Harris Brothers will look after you, dog.
Yeah,
Because
just
these guys are-
disclaimer in the property with Vic Rhodes, just a big three-way handshake over like a dying chook. You know what I mean?
Head cut off.
Yeah. They're all wearing those fucking face masks with the cones, you know, from like the plague era.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bad.
So, they've got a deal.
It's done, gentlemen. Why do Vicar Roads own that land? Hey, what were they going to put there? Like,
No, it's on Ballarat Road. It's on Ballarat Road, and they've bought that land for future widening
There's a
of the
naked
road.
I see.
virgin. Dude, there's a naked virgin underneath the handshake, just
Yeah,
lying there,
yeah,
the blood
bad.
dripping
Yeah.
on her.
And you know
In
what? It's on a main road.
yeah, so
Ballarat Road.
they
They're
are
building
gonna-
it on Ballarat Road.
they are going to want to widen that road eventually.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And not just that, these people, it's going to sit in front on Ballarat Road, and
So why would you go into something that you know isn't like a solid foundation? You know what I mean? Like, why not get somewhere that you know the land's going to be good for the next however long?
the Harris family...
Because then you have to build another shanty town somewhere else.
Let me
The
tell you,
Oz Open is only for a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah,
the Harris family are the... They own
Great
Flight
point.
Centre. They own Flight Centre.
they own Flight Centre. The Harris family owns Flight Centre.
So they're taking tours. Just
But the son has ties within the Vic government and Vic Roads.
Yeah. I love how everyone's just shaking hands over this, man.
Boys Club.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I reckon it's disgusting. I know, like we said, there's got to be a solution, but there's got to be a better way, because that
Dude,
is not
Deal
right.
with them on a human
That's
level.
not right.
No, that's not human.
Get them cleaned up. Get them whatever medical help they need.
Why don't you
Talk to
put them in proper housing, like an actual proper housing, like government housing, like proper housing, to make
funny
them feel
part
like
is-
actual people.
It's only going forward.
Do you know what I mean? Like, not in a container box, Put them in an actual, like, even if it's a one-bedroom apartment, like in actual government housing where people actually live now, like people actually, like government housing.
All they're getting shown is you're scum. You're all going into this one.
We'll put
spot
you in
together.
a box.
Yeah, that's not how you treat people.
Yeah, put them in proper housing, make them feel like a human being.
The sad part is that this is only going ahead because it's becoming that much of a problem, and they got handed a $4 million check, meaning it was never even considered.
No, because the Harris family was like, let's do something about it.
Yeah, we can sort this out. By the way, we also have handshakes with Vic Roads and things. Hey, we're not going to kill two birds with one stone.
And this is another conspiracy thought of mine. Because the Flight Centre, are they hurting tourism? Because
yeah! Dude!
Throw back Petroleum, mate.
Backdoor deals.
Dude!
It's hurting tourism to Victoria.
It all makes sense.
Because then their websites will be going down because of the homeless. No one's going to want to come here.
Holy shit, man. You're right.
Freeway deal.
Tourism Australia.
The stats man's not just the trollman, he's the stats man. He's the...
Tourism Australia would have had a big fucking meeting with the government and said, listen, cunts, do something about this homeless problem because we're losing money.
And Robert Doyle.
We've got the Oz Open, we've got the Grand Prix, we've got the Moomba.
We're going to lose tourism.
Fucking footy starting in a couple of weeks. They're like, fuck, what are we going to do, boys? Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a call to those Harris fellas. We're going to get them in here. Get them in here. Right? They bring in these cunts, have a chat with them.
They agree.
Like, you make this $4 million wager right now. We'll cut off the surplus from the Vic Roads thing. Blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, it's like, get Bobby in here. We need a speech. Yep. Doyle comes in. We're building affordable housing. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, sweet. Next thing you know, in fucking 30 days and less, they already got these houses up on the other side of town. Meanwhile, people have been fucking dying in the streets for the last how many years, man?
Just summed it up beautifully, Dimitri.
Yeah.
Big dong Dimmy with the fucking straight hard facts. Yeah.
We're not just pretty faces, boys.
We're ugly cunts.
We're good-looking roosters.
And just, like, the dirty way that he would have sold it as well. Like, there'll be beautiful little places with, like...
Yeah, like there's a golf course here all of a sudden.
like, maintained gardens. Like, you know, packaged in this little fucking...
There'll be fucking junkies scratching themselves with ice fucking shingles and scabs.
Ice shingles.
There'll be girls getting fucking harassed and molested, man.
100%.
You know what I mean? None of the issue, like, everyone, and like I said, it's not because...
It'll bring dealers into that area to try and, you know, make money.
Hey,
like,
here's an area where we've got housing and it's not secure.
Hey, guys, you heard about New Cracktown?
Do you want to hear something, man? I was telling the boys the other day at indoor, we were talking about my area. I can't remember how it came up. We were just talking about, like, urban stories. I'm like, dude, come and move to Noble. You want to see some stories. And I told him the story about the guy, because I had a trolley pole. The rookie pulled out one of these, you know, those rollers that you use to massage, like, your muscles. They look like trolley poles.
Yeah.
But they got foam on them.
Yes.
Like the foam rollers. He was using one of them, and I said, dude, it looks like a trolley pole. And I said, I actually have 2 trolley poles. You know, one in my kitchen door and one in my bedroom. And I said, I've only had to use one once, and I wasn't even using it. It was just when these randoms rocked up at my house at like 10:30 at night, asking for someone. And I just looked at them, and I put my hand on the actual pole. Like, the door was shut. And have I ever told you that story?
No.
Oh, dude. I've told this guy. Saturday night, it's like 10:30, get a knock at the door. I'm in my jocks, basically, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know? This is when I had these dealers living in my building. They were just causing...
They were rife.
Yeah. They were causing a lot of issues, right? They never bothered me, but there was always vagrants, like, floating in and
Just
out.
something going on. Yeah.
It was fucked, yeah. I get to the door, and there's literally 2 dudes in leather jackets, like 2 beefy-looking fucking dudes, and then there's a kid in between them, standing behind, like a meter behind him, just sort of like holding his arm, looking away, like just nervous as fuck. And one of them just goes, "You RZA?" I'm like, "Who? Are you RZA?" And I'm like, and then one of them started walking towards me. I'm holding the door like half shut, so you can only just see like my body. And I put my hand on the trolley pole, like just waiting. I said it again, "RZA, who?" And I just sort of paused for a second. I go, "I think you want 2 doors down, man." It's like, "Oh, I'm really sorry." That's fine. And I remember the night before, there was some brawl had gone on, like in the building, like there was some fucking yelling and shit. I'm like, who the fuck, man? I said this story to the boy at indoor, and he's like, "Oh, dude, just to say the name." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, man, he's a dealer." He goes, "Near Sandown, yeah?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, dude." He goes, "That guy's a dealer from back in the day." He goes, "I think he's in right now." I'm like, fuck. Like, massive, right? Like, it was legit. Like, the guy was a dealer. Dude, the apartment that these dealers were in, when they eventually got booted out because they weren't paying rent or whatever. Yeah, they were in there for about 6 months.
Squatters.
Yeah. We got in there, like me and a neighbour and I went, when the owner rocked up one day, because he had to paint the joint and fix up. He was claiming damages, like all types of shit to his real estate. We went in there to help him move some big stuff, or I think he had like some equipment, they was using to refurbish floors or something. We got in there. The place looked fucking filthy, like it was fucked. He goes, all they had left in the actual apartment, like when he'd got, because they literally just disappeared, yeah? All that was in there was like a couch, a milk crate, an old boombox. The cupboards, like, looked like new on the outside at the top, above the kitchen. Like, you know how my apartment's built. All the top units, all the cabinets were like new, but inside they were filthy. But it didn't look like they even had food or anything. Like, there was no use, no wear and tear on anything.
Just cooking drugs in there or something.
Yeah, it was just disgusting. There's a couple of random holes in the
Just cutting
They
up.
would have just been squatting in there and just using it as a halfway thing. But that's all they needed.
Okay, so take your apartment building, fill it with homeless people. Imagine the kind of fucking shit that would go down then.
But that's dealers. That's the top end of the spectrum.
Yes.
What about the users?
Yes.
What about the people with addictions?
Yes.
You're going to give them you're going to give them shelter. Yeah, give them shelter. They're not going to fucking move from that shelter unless it's just to go get drugs. If you're on drugs, you forget about food. You forget about everything else. You know what I mean? Like if you're a junkie, like to that degree, you don't worry about, I think I'll have a shave and a shower and maybe go for a leisurely walk and get myself a feed.
Get a kale salad for dinner.
Cooking up asparagus on a porter stove. You know what I mean? That's fucked up.
Char grilled eye fillet. Inside. Yeah, I know, it's dude.
Lemon wedge, you know what I mean? With a touch of basil and a bit of thyme. You know what I mean?
Sparkling soda water. Yeah, nah, dude, not a good solution.
Not a solution at all, man. That's fucked up. That's actually right. I'm telling you now, man. This fucking Mac is gonna get thrown out the window. I fucking hate this Mac, man.
Just a quick wrap up for everybody. We recorded our 10-minute sign off and we lost it again because Div forgot to push record again.
I didn't forget to push fucking record. This Mac is a piece of fucking shit. God, man, that sucks. What were we talking about?
I brought up Hetfield because I said to Johnny, I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast for the first time, as in a whole episode, and James Hetfield was on there, and he was just talking about life and life outside of Metallica and stuff.
Now he's a placid honey maker these days, not a hard rocker anymore.
He still rocks, man. But he gets his time away
we're just
from
saying,
music
we're
industry.
talking about how the power of like I said, you can't judge a celebrity for going off the fucking rails because they don't know how to handle fame and money like initially.
Yeah.
Because I'll say it straight up, I couldn't. I'd be that overdose dude.
Yeah, it just sucks. Just straight up.
The guy laying in the corner, we found him.
Yeah. No, it's just this fucking Mac, man. Every single fucking time.
Don't worry about the Mac.
This is gonna get I realise it's gonna happen more and more. Like, does that make sense? Do you reckon it'll happen more and more, or are we actually gonna invest in like a solid state sort of?
Well, I'm getting a lappy for the warehouse, so we can use that. All I'm going to use it for is a warehousing program, just to keep my stock levels updated.
But you really don't want our shit queering up like your work laptop.
We'll have a separate hard drive.
We should fucking buy equipment. We're idiots. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Look, basically, what do we say? Oh, one thing we will have... Forget that conversation. One thing we have to do is say thank you to everyone that's still listening and... Oh, what was it?
Our levels. Our listener levels.
No. What did I say? I said, fucking I'm drawing blanks now.
The preacher wears
Love
makeup.
the dick, I don't know, I can't remember.
Preacher wears makeup.
You're both fucking...
I think you're talking about how you love dick. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's what it was, man. I chose to use the last 10 minutes of a sign-off.
How much you love
to come out of the closet.
male organ.
Yeah, just to come out of the closet. Like, yeah, why not? But somehow it just disappeared. Like, that's why.
You finally built up the courage to come out and we lost the audio, so we're just going back over it now. It's kind of weird. Kind of strange.
No.
And I think the people should know about our setup in here. Like, I had to quickly plug the laptop back in, like quick fix, and it's levitating off the ground behind my chair. Like, I can't get out of my chair right now.
You got junkie specs.
Yeah.
You were saying how Fight Night has become like a tradition since we started.
Oh yeah.
Since we got the PS3 in here.
Oh yeah, because
we're saying how every time we do this session, it's like we take out our angst and our anger, and we don't barely even talk through the Fight Night sessions.
No, because like we said, like this is my only day off.
Yeah.
And I look forward to it. It's like
Yeah.
do the potty, and then we play
then
fight night,
like,
and then
has
we
to
just
happen.
ram Bobby
Dude, I don't care
Preacher.
if we're doing this for the next 5 years.
Oh.
Fight night PS3, we've got until they release it on PS4.
Yeah.
We'll just keep upgrading the console to keep upgrading
Because you were
the game.
saying all the angst and the anger that we get from
Yeah.
here, we take it out on fight night after.
Yeah, I reckon that's a
Awesome.
pretty big. That's an important thing. You know what? There's something that most people. Should we tell everyone how the day comes together? Because everyone knows that we just rock up. Johnny's always late.
Johnny's late.
Fuck you guys.
He sits down, doesn't do anything, just sits down like a king.
Sits down, starts taking calls, makes himself a coffee.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, starts cooking.
You know, doesn't even offer us an egg and bacon sandwich.
No.
I mean,
Seriously.
Hey, I brought you boys chomps today.
That's
You
true,
just-
though. That's true.
That's true.
This is how you
Shout
treat
out to
chomps.
Bobby Preacher, bro, who's right here.
I bring in
You know
chomps-
what?
I bring in chomps all around and I just get mocked.
You know what? That chomp killed it, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, man,
It was
delicious.
awesome.
Chomp reminds
Thanks,
me
man.
of the 80s. It reminds me of being a kid.
As a kid, man, I used to run to
Yeah.
the milk bar and buy them for 40 cents or 50 cents, whatever it was back then.
Yeah, back-
And the curly whirlies.
Curly Whirlies at high school, man.
Yeah.
50 cents for a bar.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And they used to have that really lame fact or joke at the back, inside the wrapper.
Oh, yeah, there was always a joke in the Curly Whirly.
yeah. Do you remember that?
I don't remember the
Yeah,
Curly joke.
Dude, they used to have
Are they
jokes
still selling
inside.
Curly Whirlies?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were next to the chomps on a board
Yeah,
today.
always. They're always next to the chomps.
The two cheapies.
$3.
The two cheapies always next to each other.
It literally is the cheapest of the cheap
But
chocolate,
it's
man.
awesome. It's satisfying.
Yeah, it is.
Because as soon as I hadn't had one since I was a kid, so as soon as I had it, it brought back memories, man, of being a kid.
Yeah.
Just riding my bike to the milk bar, which was across the road, and then
the driveway?
yeah, just do a bunny hop off the gut of it. Yeah, I'm at the milk bar.
Hey, did you leave your bike outside of the shop? Like, are you comfortable leaving your bike outside the shop at the milk bar?
Clayton, what are you nuts?
I was just gonna say,
I used to take it
yeah.
inside the milk bar with me.
Yeah, you would. Even that little distance, I wouldn't fucking trust it for a
Just
second,
set
man.
it down inside the store. Yeah.
Mate, not in Clayton.
No, forget, you
No.
even in the store, it probably wasn't safe, man.
No.
Yeah.
You'd have it in like eye distance, like you can see it. Yeah.
Actually,
Just
you know
always
what?
looking back at it.
I had
Still
a red,
there.
I had a red line,
That's
man.
the question
Yeah,
that Jacka brought up in that message. Nate, can you name your childhood
Favourite chips.
favourite chips as a kid? And he brought up tubes, and I said, yeah, we've mentioned tubes
Yeah.
before. Tubes are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually went away and thought about it. I remember another pack of chips that was like, I don't even have them often, but I just remember the greatest combination. The greatest.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. If I was ever stoned, this is what I would be. This is what I would be gagging.
Johnny's
for.
got a mission.
Yeah. I discovered it. I was on like a four-wheel driving trip with my old man and my cousin. Me and my cousin were in the back of the four-wheel drive. My old man's just driving, and we stopped at a servo just outside of we're going north, so like up the Hume somewhere, or maybe the corridor. I can't remember. So that way, like picture that way. We stopped at a servo. I bought a packet of Lay's, and I can't remember if they were like sour cream or light and tangy,
Light
like one of
tangy.
those. I'm pretty sure it was light and tangy,
Yeah, the
right?
green, dark
Lay's,
green.
Yeah, with a packet of Nestle Crunch chocolate.
Oh, nice combo.
That chocolate is underrated,
That
man.
chocolate is the boss.
Crunch
right?
chocolate is
Crunch
underrated.
chocolate is fucking fantastic, but I combined it with Lay's Lime Tangy. Do you know how nice it felt, man?
I'm salivating.
It was the most...
I'm salivating. I'm already hungry. Thanks.
It was scrumptious, man. I'm telling you, it was
Yeah.
delicious.
You know what I love doing with chips? You get the Lay's thin
In
but
bread?
in bread.
In
Nah,
bread.
that's too junky, man.
I like that.
Man, I
like
loved that
Yeah, I like that.
as a
Tastes
kid.
good.
That's the cheapest, disgusting snack.
No, even just get one piece of bread and put chips in it and just walk
Nah.
away and eat it.
Dude, people used to do it with Twisties.
I couldn't do it with
In primary,
Twisties.
like in high school and primary
Just
school.
plain chips.
Just plain chips.
Plain.
Just
It's
salt.
gotta be
Just
plain.
normal plain.
White bread has
Yeah.
to be white. Has to be scummy bread. Has to be white bread.
It has to be the 80 cents Woolies loaf.
Yeah, it has to be cheap bread.
Nah, I
So the
couldn't
whole
do
meal
it.
costs you like $1.05.
Yeah, why, man?
Actually, speaking of chips, one other thing I do whenever I eat potato chips, I chew them up until I make like a big ball of mashed potato in my mouth
No,
and
you're
play
just-
with it.
That's
Do you
pretty
guys do
junky.
that? And then,
No.
and then I swallow the ball? No?
Oh.
Okay.
That's pretty junky.
Okay. Sorry.
Hey, hang on. Did you do those chip sandwiches at home, or did you do them just at school or something?
Nah, at home, man. Just like if I was walking past the
Really?
cupboard. Yeah, I wouldn't do it at school.
Dude, my old lady would
Dude, I
have
had
killed me if
mortadella
she
at
saw me
school.
doing that.
I had mortadella at
Yeah.
school, man, and Hungarian salami.
Dude, my mum would have killed me if she saw me doing that shit. She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Did you guys ever have dry plain wheat bix with butter and Vegemite?
No.
Butter and Vegemite on a dry wheat bix is the bomb diggity.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense, though, because the Wheat Bix is just like a big piece of bread.
Amazing.
Really?
You split it in half.
I'm
And you
gonna try
butter, Vegemite. Dude, try it. Let me know.
Really? I'll try. I've got everything at home.
Best. It's the best.
That
Never
would
tried
make
that.
sense. I
And
would
I'm
eat that.
talking lashings of butter and lashings of Vegemite.
Sweet, I want to try it.
Lashings.
Lashings.
Yeah,
Has to be
but wouldn't your mouth
lashings.
get really
It's just
dry?
dripping.
Yeah, it
Wait,
has to
wouldn't
be
your mouth
dripping.
get really dry because of the wheat bix? Just
Just chew it,
comb out.
chew
what do
away
you
my-
wash it down with?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Milk.
Beer.
Probably beer.
Breakfast of champions. Can you imagine the Olympic Village? There's all these Aussie athletes just cracking open wheat picks with Vegemite and just downing it with VP.
That's all you need. That is all you need. It has everything.
The swimming supplement program is VP and cracked open beer.
I'll try it though. I'll try it today. I've got it at home.
Dude,
I'm going to try it
Message me.
I will. I want to try it out.
Message me and say, Bobby, I love you. You've just opened up my eyes.
I actually will try that today. I've got it at home.
I was trying to think of childhood chocolate and chips. I remember the Whip Bar. I've kept talking about it. I'm pretty sure it's discontinued. I've not found it on shelves
It's
ever.
like a Milky Way, right?
No. Because in that WhatsApp thread, someone said something about the Chiquito.
Yeah, me.
And then, and then you
love
said
Chiquito.
the Moro.
Oh, the Moro bar.
Moro bar is just a cheap Mars
It's a Mars bar.
You were like, what's in it? Nougat, caramel,
You
chocolate.
read the packet tomorrow, it says, delicious nougat with caramel and chocolate. It says the same thing on the Mars. It's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. Yeah, the Whip. See that Whip bar? Did you tell me you saw? It used to have that ad where it was like a news reporter.
I've never tried a Whip bar, dude.
I'm pretty sure they discontinued.
Keep cracking on a whip.
Yeah, man, that Whip bar. When I was younger.
Moro.
That Whip bar when I was younger, I used to see the ads on TV. I used to see it in the supermarket, but I never got it. And then one day I said, "Fuck it, I'll get it." Honestly, the best chocolate bar you've ever got in your life.
Big call, Demetrius.
I'm hands down, man. Hands down, because it was like I don't like Mars bars. They're very rich. I rarely have them. I usually have them when I'm exhausted.
Helps you work, rest, and play.
No, because it's full of sugar.
Yeah.
It just keeps you going. But that Whip was like a Mars, but it was more like a Snickers in the amount of content of chocolate and caramel and nougat, but without the nuts.
I like the sound of that.
So it was
I'm a Snickers boy.
It was a very, very mild Mars bar. You could just, oh man.
Well, interesting fact. The Whip obviously discontinued, right? Replacing it with the Moro.
The Moro is
replacing it.
As in, like, that
was
they faded out the Whip and they brought in Moro.
When did Moro come out? Moro's been around for longer than that.
Moro's got its own wiki.
Dude, Moro's been around for longer than that. It has to have been.
But there's an Irish Moro, Egyptian Moro.
The Irish Moro just has a bit of Bailey's in it.
It's just booze.
It looks like it too. It looks like the Bailey's in there.
Just Scotch.
I want an Irish up Whip bar.
Just
Bad.
That in
Give me a
here.
Moro bar. You're like, what? It's just... It's got just fucked up.
But formerly, Moro used to be called Star Bar.
Okay.
That sounds cheap.
Dude, hang on. Is Moro and Whip, were they both from the same company?
Yeah. Cadbury.
They're both Cadbury?
Yeah.
How long has Moro been around?
In New Zealand, end of production 2009. As in an actual bar. They only sell them in those little packets now.
Moro?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
When did the Whip get discontinued?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, because the Moro I had was out of one of those favourites boxes.
You can't. Can you buy a bar of Moro? You can.
Don't think so.
I'm pretty sure you can.
I don't recall seeing one, but I just had little mini bite-sized ones from the packet.
Yeah. They're standards. Like they're standards.
Cadbury's favourites.
Fuck. So the Whip is officially discontinued, but they phased it out in order to bring the Moro. That is bullshit. The Whip was a superior bar.
It
Man.
doesn't say when, but it just says discontinued.
It seems silly because...
Oh, list of Cadbury products. Hang on a second here.
Like, you already had the Mars bar, so why would you swap out the Whip for a Moro, which is the same thing? Why not just keep the Whip? Because it was different, right?
Well, that's the thing, man. I've got a book. It's called Sweet... fucking something, candy something.
LostCandies.com.
I literally bought it. Remember when Borders was shutting down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to go overseas in 2011. That's when we went. I was about to go overseas, and that's when Borders were shutting. So I went to go get like a PDA, like a reader, like a PDF reader, like an e-book, and an e-reader. And I was looking, and they're all shit branding. Like, I did a quick Google search on one of them, like, that's crap. You know, there's no point buying one. And they had a big fire sale, like, sort of bin of just cheap books. And my ex handed me one. She goes, oh, look at this. And it was this book that's like sweet something, candy something. I keep the author's name is Steve.
Steve Lolly.
It's something like he's got. That's the joke of it. The fact that he's got Armand. Steve Armand. I'm pretty sure that's his name. And
Favorite bar, the Snickers.
Well, they say he's a candy freak. He's an absolute candy freak to the point where he had all this list of facts where it's like, I've never gone longer than 12 hours without eating something like
a modern day Willy Wonka.
Yeah, but since he's a Jewish comedian writer from New York, and he's got all these stories about when he was a kid. And basically what happened was he was one of his favourite bars got discontinued, so he looked it up and found the supplier or thing. It was not far from where he was, so went to suss it out. Ended up being like a chocolate factory with like a big history. Then he became really just obsessed with like chocolate histories and all the candy bars. And he goes on about the history of candy bars and sugary sweets, the development, and then just basically does a who's who, like a wiki walkthrough of candy bars in America. Like he just goes to random factories,
America's
gets
got
access.
kick-ass bars, though.
Yeah. Just get, like, basically candy bars first started post World War One because they were just like a bite-sized, they were a good form of energy, you know what I mean? And then during the Great Depression, they sort of, anyway.
Kids might like these things.
But yeah, I started, I bought that book for like $3. I ended up, I've read it a million times. It's a great book. It's written really well. But what he basically says is that essentially every chocolate bar is a base of like nougat, caramel, and chocolate. The base of all your favorite, like your Snickers, your Mars, and then he was talking about how different flavors get phased in and out. Like the Moro and the Whip are essentially the same thing. Well, but then again, the Mars is essentially the same thing as a Moro and a Whip. We've already named 3 bars, same company, almost identical.
Well, the Whip, I couldn't get the date, so I got on a thread, and it said someone wrote, I couldn't find the Whip in Melbourne, Australia. And that was dated back to 2011.
Fuck.
It's been a few years, man.
It's been a few years since I last bought one.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, hands down, best chocolate bar I've ever had in my life.
Your taste buds will never taste that sweet whip again. How does that feel?
Well, that's the thing. This guy, Steve Armour, whatever,
cop that.
He literally started buying. This guy started buying pallets of shit, and he set up a website apparently online. You can, if you have vintage bars,
findyourlolly.com.
Yeah, literally, like it's something, some random name.
Well, I've
like
got
that.
an addiction to Snickers at the moment.
Yeah,
I'm a Snickers boy. I've always been a Snickers boy.
I got addicted to
Snickers.
Snickers. Was all my favorite
I'm not
bar.
a massive Mars bar. I'm more Snickers.
I was always Snickers too.
He's got the nuts, which gives it a bit of extra
But
flavour.
every time I go to 7-Eleven to get a Slurpee on a hot day, they've always got 2 for $4, so I just grab them.
But that's what he's
Smashed
saying.
them.
As you do.
Like this guy was saying basically how essentially all the chocolate bars, they were expensive to make at the start, and they used to be really premium product. Like they were all home-based, small families, rich, premium.
Real cocoa.
Yeah, real, like no condensed chocolate, none of that crap.
Yeah.
Then old Nestle and old man Hershey
Came in and
Saw some dollar signs.
and they started buying the real estate. They started getting the jump on all the exported chocolate, like from overseas, that was made cheap. So basically, they figured out that these bars are so expensive. We need to upgrade the supply and demand for it, and the resourcing of it. So they started controlling. Rather than buy the chocolate, they started making the chocolate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it goes into like it's a thick tapestry history, man, with chocolate bars. Like you look into like you'd have and the other big problem was, you have a kick-ass chocolate bar, say in Melbourne, right? Like say me and you started a chocolate bar in Noble Park. It was us trying to get it
Ding
to
dong.
in America. You'd have regional chocolate bars because you'd go to DC and they would have no fucking idea what an O. Henry bar was because O. Henry was made on the other side of the country.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you meant to get chocolate bars from, say, Melbourne up to the north in the middle of summer when you don't have, like, refrigerated trucks cost an arm and a leg? You know what I mean? So that's where Hershey's and Nestle took over because they started getting big chains, like, all over the joint, and they just beat everyone else out.
Yep.
And essentially all the big chocolate bars, humans are basically fickle and will just go with what they know. And if you just introduce something and get rid of something else, we're not going to question it. We're just going to keep buying the next product.
Yeah, we will buy it.
Yeah, like Moro.
Yeah.
Like you're telling me now Moro was phased in because Whip was phased out? All right, well, I'll start buying Moros now because it's the closest thing to Whip.
Yep.
I always go with the originals, though, Chiquitos, man. I'll be... when Chiquito gets phased out, I'll be so...
It will.
Listen, man.
I'm sick of hearing you say Chiquito. I hate it.
Listen, you know what? I'm going to rock up.
Every episode.
Stop talking about the fucking Chiquito,
They're going to bury him with a pack of smokes and a Chiquito.
He lies the Chiquito lover.
Yeah.
I swear they're the best.
One for the road.
Have you ever had one? Have you ever had one, though?
His final Chiquito. I've never had one.
Well, then you can't comment.
You've never had one.
You cannot comment.
No,
there's some things you don't feel a connection to, and you never go near it.
Okay, next week I'm going to bring you one in.
Dude, as
That's
a
why the
child, you wanted to have every chocolate bar out there. You want to try them all.
Dude, you cannot bag a Chiquito if you haven't had it.
I just did.
You can't.
What's in a
deal with
Chiquito? Wafer? Caramel?
Caramel nougat chocolate. Just a variation of caramel nougat and chocolate.
It is, but there's a wafer.
Yep.
The nougat's on
It's a
top
bit
of the
crispy.
caramel.
It's got that crispy...
Yeah.
Man, it sounds like it's trying to be a picnic, and it's just not.
It's nowhere near a picnic.
Yeah. It's like a fucking chew. Chomp. A Chiquito's like a chomp, except it's got a big bubbly chocolate outer coating.
Yeah, I think the bubbly bit's the bit that freaks me out. I don't want to go near it.
Freaks you out. I know,
it
you're
says
pretty
here,
texture.
I like to have it
You're
like,
very anal with texture.
I like a long, smooth shaft, like all good
I've
proportions.
said this before.
Like, none of these cankly bits hanging off. It's just fucking, that's weird.
I found a
Chiquito
Chiquito commercial.
about neatness and shit.
So, a Chiquito is a chocolate-covered chocolate bar containing caramel fudge with crispy rice, with crisped rice, manufactured by Nestle.
Yeah, see, the fudge part turns me
Wait,
off.
I've got an ad for it.
Do you
Does your fucking chocolate bar have an ad?
I've never heard this ad before. I've never seen it.
Gonna love it, gonna do it!
That is so out of the 80s, early 90s.
What year do you reckon this is?
88.
Jim?
I've got no idea.
83.
You know,
83.
You know the best part of that? Gotta love those crispy bits. That was the best part. What a shit ad. What a shit ad for a shit bar.
You're a cunt, mate.
Your mind.
That was so gay.
What did you say was in a Chiquito? Chocolate fudge.
Rice crisps.
Caramel fudge.
Yeah.
And crispy...
Wafer.
Crisped rice. Yeah, like the...
Rice wafer.
Yeah.
You know what's in a chomp? The Australian chomp consists of a layer of wafer and caramel covered in chocolate. It's exactly the same thing, except the Chiquito's got fudge as opposed to
And that's
wafer.
where you get that caramel
Yeah.
kind
And also, the chomp is smooth, slender, and proportioned, unlike the messy, ridiculous Chiquito.
But that's like the picnic
Oh, you're
bar.
going Danny Fight Night,
the
bitch.
Picnic bar. The Picnic was one of my favourite chocolate bars. I love picnics. I haven't had one in years.
I hate cherry ripe.
But I like. Hang on, dude. Picnic is exactly like a Chiquito, but with nuts.
Yeah, I make one exception for a wobbly bar, and that's the Picnic. Every other bar can get fucked.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Because I allow myself one messed up, ugly bar.
Oh, you're a...
I love you just justifying whatever stupid idiosyncrasy you have, just with some random last minute.
No, I'm being
I'm
dead.
calling it! Fuck this!
I'm being dead set serious.
I'm bringing you a
think about
Chiquito.
it.
I'm going to force feed it to you down your throat.
Think about it right now. What's the difference? Do you know what the difference is between a Snickers bar and a Picnic bar? The Picnic bar's got wafer in it.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
That's it.
The only difference between a Picnic and a Snickers is that Picnic has wafer.
Wait, no. Picnic doesn't have nougat either.
What's it got in it? Just caramel.
Caramel and wafer.
Caramel and wafer.
And nuts.
There you go. Caramel, wafer, nuts, nougat.
You like your nuts, don't you, Johnny?
No,
I do like a nutty bar.
Do you see what I mean, man? We just liquidated the entire and you go to a fucking Safeway.
Yeah.
The shelves packed with crap.
But you know
man.
what? The funny thing is, if I don't see a Chiquito there, my first chocolate after that is Crunch. First. I go straight to the Crunch bar. As in the big block.
The big chocolate, yeah.
That's my favourite.
You tell me-
Favourite.
What's it? How many other Crunch bars are there out there? Like the Hershey's ones, yeah, the Hershey's blocks. It's like Crunchy and Violet Crumble, yeah. They're essentially the same thing.
Violet Crumble, mate.
Yeah,
Old
Violet
school.
Crumble. That's a matter of texture.
Yeah.
Between the honeycomb.
Yeah.
The crunchy honeycomb is a bit different than the Violet Crumble.
Violet Crumble's a bit harder to...
Yeah, Violet Crumble's got a different, more bite, more snap.
It makes you earn it.
Yeah, it's more snap. There's more snap in
Yeah,
the bite
yeah,
in the
yeah.
Violet Crumble than
Yeah.
there is in a Crunchy bar.
I'm hungry now,
Really
man.
to earn that bite.
I'm hungry now.
I'm so hungry. It's ridiculous.
Essentially, they're all exactly the same bar, but dude, and this is what the author said. Kids are fucking loyalists when it comes to their chocolate bars. They will tell the difference between whatever you serve up. Even adults don't give a shit. They're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, chocolate's chocolate.
As a kid, man, you got whatever was in fashion with chocolate, man. You were in it.
Like, I remember eating Crunch as a kid, and I'm still eating Crunch to this day.
Yeah.
Till this day. I love Crunch. It's
I
simple.
remember
Just a
Violet
simple
Crumbles,
chocolate.
man. I loved I remember the packaging. Remember that purple, dark purple.
Yeah, the purple, man. Electric
And
purple.
the ads. I remember the ads for Violet Crumble, and I remember that soaked me in. I'm like, oh, that's sick. I want it. And then I used to compare Crunchy and Violet Crumble. I'm like, nah. I love the texture. I love the color of the pack. That's what kept me.
Violet Crumble was always better.
Yeah, and I'll always buy
Yeah.
Violet Crumble over Crunchy just because.
Violet Crumble
My
kills
tastes.
it. It's just underrated chocolate.
Yeah.
Everyone goes for the Crunchy. Boo.
You see what I mean?
Fuck you all.
How fucked up are people, dude? If we can get controlled with marketing, just from the smallest little variation.
Something
Chocolate
simple
bar.
as a chocolate bar.
A chocolate bar.
There you go. That's how easy it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
No shit.
Yep.
And
You
we're talking
cretin.
Dude, we're 3 decades on. We're in our 30s, man. Dude, we are 3 decades on, and we're still fucking loyalists to our chocolate bars from when
Crunch
we were kids.
and Chiquito.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
marketing, man.
Chiquito.
Chiquito can always get fucked, still can.
You haven't tried it.
Yeah, I don't want to.
You're gonna eat it next week. You're gonna fucking eat it. I swear.
You're going
Watch.
to ram it down my throat?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like the burgers, dude. Like every time Macca's releases
Bacon
a
Deluxe.
burger, Bacon Deluxe.
Bacon Deluxe is the best takeaway burger.
Like, I've never gone to Macca's and got a fillet of fish. Ever.
Neither have I.
Ever.
I think I ate one once and it got given to me for free.
Do you reckon the Macca's fish should be fresh off the ocean?
Guaranteed.
Maybe dead in my way.
Ronald McDonald's out there on a boat.
Dead in my way. Actually, Ronald McDonald himself is fishing on the boat.
I guarantee
Some creepy fucking clown just fishing with his big shoes and his overalls. You just see him wearing like an old Orlando Magic beanie and a smoke hanging out of his mouth.
Orlando Magic.
Hurry up, Ron! He's just
Yeah, he looked like Carrot Top.
he's got all of them out there, man. He's got the Hamburglar. He's got Grimace.
Fat good.
This turned into quite an extended wrap-up.
Yeah.
When it went into the world of chocolate bars and stuff. That was unexpected. That was cool.
Oh, well, fuck, man. It's because Bieber and... Hetfield. Bieber and Hetfield, man.
Damn.
Hey! Dude, what's
No,
about
Hetfield's alright.
Hetfield, you can't bag out Hetfield.
What's about Grimace, man? About the Grimace.
The Hamburglar. Fucking
What is the
Hamburglar.
Hamburglar story? He steals burgers?
Yeah. He's a thief.
It's just a cunt.
It's a thing!
He's just a thief.
Hamburgers.
Just stealing hamburgers. What a cunt of a bloke.
Hamburgers a thief! Straight up! They're promoting theft.
Yeah, man.
They're promoting theft.
Dude, like, it's a character that steals.
That's all he does. Just looks sinister and steals.
Dude, he's even in jail clothes.
Oh yeah, he's a convict.
He's a convict. He's an actual convict.
One of my Rellos, the old Hamburglar. I love when you go to Macca's when you're young.
my god, there's a hamburger commercial.
Are we just doing commercials now? Like, is this what this podcast is?
It's commercial time on That's Not Right.
With Ronald McDonald.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Ronald.
Today's subject, the Hamburglar. The Hamburglar is very clever and very sneaky.
The Hamburglar!
And he loves taking McDonald's hamburgers.
What the fuck?
So, what should you yell when you see him?
Help Ronald, sailor!
That's right.
Uh-oh.
Hamburglar.
It's a good time for the train.
You've got a lot to learn.
Don't take burgers, Rubble Rubble.
Dude. That is like an indoctrination into just mind control, man.
Yep.
You get little kids. That's like loyalists. That's the start of
Bro,
loyalists.
do you know what the commercial
marketing.
looked like now? It's him introducing the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
Hamburgers are all on desks, like kids, right? They make them out like they're students. Yeah. The Ronald turns his back around. Hamburglar puts him on a trolley, tries to run out with the hamburgers. Ronald catches him, and then Hamburglar's doing lines. I should not, do not steal hamburgers, on a blackboard. Tell me that, yeah, that was the commercial.
Yeah, because I was about to say before, I remember going to Macca's when I was younger, like with the family or whatever, and it's always like jazzed up with like cartoons and shit to like lure the kids in, and those ads, man, what the fuck?
And that's why we have obese. Well, part of the. I'm not saying it's all of it, but part of the problem.
Yeah,
because as kids have grown up with like all that kind of shit. Let's go to Macca's.
Dude, do you remember the phone number for Pizza Hut?
131166.
Bang, off the fucking tongue. When was the last time you dialed that number?
20 years ago.
Just seen his face.
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
But you remember 131166.
Sure
I drove by a pizza shop the other day for Pizza Hut.
delivery.
Yeah, it's a tiny little takeaway one. And I was like, holy shit, Pizza Hut.
Hey, 131166. Yeah. I'm so fucking
hungry, man.
Dude, can we wrap up? Because I need to eat.
I'm dying here, man.
I don't know what to do. Play video games or eat.
No, we're playing.
Kept against his will.
I don't think I can play in this week's day.
You are playing. Don't fucking bitch out.
No, because I'm like shaking.
Oh, yeah, you know what? There we go. No, hang on. Because I've been listening to a lot of the old episodes, going from like episode 10, 20, 30, right?
I'm hungry.
This guy in one of the last episodes said, oh, none of your cheap excuses for a loss, la la la.
Done.
Fuck off. Go back to the early ones, and this guy is outright just bitching about losses, saying, oh, it's because I was all devastated
I wasn't
from
looking.
this. And you are the king of fucking excuses.
The difference is my excuses are legit.
Fuck off.
Yours is just like, oh, it's raining, I can't play in the rain. Like,
Who said what?
I might have had like, my hand was probably broken or something.
All
Like,
right, no. You know what? This is what we said. So I'm sorry. This is what we said in the.
We need to wrap up. I'm hungry.
This is what we'll close on. We'll close. Okay, for everyone. We're rewrapping the wrap up that didn't fucking save. All right,
because of Johnny's Mac.
Yeah, after the
Which
podcast
isn't
is
bad
done.
things. This wrap up's probably better.
After the podcast is finished, we all sit here and we play video games. It's usually FIFA. Not FIFA, sorry. Fight Night. Okay? A boxing game, for anyone that doesn't know, it's a boxing game, ultra realistic in physics. It's the best. Okay? Johnny said, that I make excuses and he fucking dominates, blah, blah, blah.
Not just in fight night, all games.
Yeah, alright? Funny how
he's too quick.
the last
guy's more powerful than
episode we did, we sat here, Johnny beat Nick, then he beat me, then he beat Nick again. I'm like, alright, that's it. Time to go to school. I'm going to teach him how to box. Came out, 4 punches in, knocked you out cold in the first fucking 20 seconds.
I was like 11 seconds into the round.
You said it was a glitch. So
Yeah,
that's a
actually,
glitch.
you did.
I
Like,
didn't say
something's wrong.
what. I didn't gloat. I didn't thrust my crotch in your face. I didn't dance. Nothing. I just sat there. I went, are we going again?
Get a
or
little
what?
happy dance inside.
We'll do another
bro.
one.
Yeah, but you know that frustrates me more. You just
I know
sit there,
it
you do a
does.
little sniff, that little dirty sniff.
Yeah, because
then
you're
you
easy
just-
to bait. You're
Exactly.
so easy
You're
to
still,
bait.
see, you're saying you weren't trolling, but you actually were.
Yeah, but don't use shit excuses for losing.
Yeah, you
It was
use
a
shit
glitch.
excuses.
It was not a glitch.
No, you use...
Nah, do you know what it really was? I was just like so confident, and I was like, these cunts are shit. So I backed off, and I shouldn't have.
In 20 seconds. 20 seconds, 4 punches, you were knocked out.
Yeah, but he cleaned.
And
He was clean.
I'll openly admit, I remember the only time I've ever complained, you complain about the weather, you complain that you're hungry, you complain that you're sad because, something died, or you lies!
All lies! I'm sitting here with my mouth open like, what?
You pull every excuse out of the sun to justify why you're losing or why you lost. Me, the one time I've complained, the one time was when Nick was trying to play he was trying to play the Metallica album.
You can't say one time.
And I was trying to focus, and I couldn't concentrate because all I could hear was Metallica blaring in the background.
Yes, you did
And I'm like,
complain.
dude, I go, this is throwing me off. I can't concentrate because I didn't know the song either, and it was just blast beats. I'm like, I can't.
I think you may be delusional.
Okay.
Because every time you and I play and you start to lose, is an excuse.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Let's
right.
do it.
I'm going to start. You know what? We've still got the knockout. I've still got all the knockouts saved on my phone.
We should put up Lennox Lewis again.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis. That's going to go down. Tyson.
Did you save any of mine? No.
What knockouts?
Yeah, exactly.
They always go.
Trolls. Trollmans. The Trollman 2. That's your new nicknames. The Trollman 2.
The Trollman 2. Done.
I was just going to say, this is what we started doing the wrap up before as well. Generally, like, so everyone knows, okay, we sit here, we have, like, this table. We need to take a photo of this table. It's slowly...
It's a badass table.
This table has slowly
Can't believe we found it.
It's covered in more and more shit just left over from the last 9 months. There's an ashtray that hasn't been emptied, an ash bucket that hasn't been emptied in about 4 years.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah, there's Maximus bottles.
I've been wiping my boogies on the Trollman side.
Oh.
You're right.
Dude, I'm seeing chocolate bars, wallets, empty coffee cups, tissues, happy
Syringes.
Merry Christmas napkins, which were here from before Christmas.
Oh yeah, there it is.
That was like episode 10 or something.
Hey, look,
man.
I just found my Beats by Moki headset. Beats by
headphones.
Moki.
Yeah. I was just going to say,
Clayton.
after every episode, if we have time, we generally play Fight Night for at least an hour, 45 minutes, depending how long we go for, if we have time. This place is a party, man. It's fucking wild. It is wild. All right,
let's do it. Okay.
Right, we'll wrap up. We'll close off for the
Thank you
second
to everyone.
time. Thank you again to everyone. Keep writing in questions, demographics. We need to do our market research.
Yep.
We want to know who we're talking to.
Once again, Stevie Boy from New South, thank you.
Yeah.
Mad Dog.
Brand new listeners.
Yeah, share
Good
as
to
much as you
hear.
can.
Our boy Jock, always. Mad Dog. Don't even need to mention
We
him.
need to make like
We've
a
got
hall
loyalists,
of fame.
man.
We need to make a hall of fame of like the 5 listeners.
Yeah, but we've got
Like,
loyalists.
we
Like
thank
they're loyal
the
to us.
same people every week.
Yeah, but you know what? Because they're with us every
Yeah.
week.
We
And
we
it's
love that
cool.
support. It's
Yeah,
the best.
absolutely.
And the ones that don't write in, don't be shy.
Yeah, seriously. We reply generally pretty quickly, and we're very, very approachable.
Yes.
All right, cool, done. Call it again.
Juke leverage out.